From the Cardinal Television studios, I'm Justin Gould with Fisher News Brief. While a record number of Americans are now benefiting from health insurance, a premium hike for Obamacare enrollees could be a tough pill to swallow. Mary Maloney has the latest on how the changes could impact you.
As Obamacare and the healthcare.gov marketplace enter into their fourth year, some will experience sharp rate increases. People looking to sign up for the Affordable Care Act for 2017 will see premiums go up. According to a government report, some could see an average increase of 22% for the benchmark silver plan next year, costing about $296 per month. After the announcement, both presidential candidates pounced.
My first day in office, I'm going to ask Congress to put a bill on my desk getting rid of this disastrous law and replacing it with reforms that expand choice, freedom, affordability. You're going to have such great health care at a tiny fraction of the cost, and it's going to be so easy.
The Clinton camp says while the Affordable Care Act is on the right path, there are some aspects that need improvement. Insurers on the government exchange say they're raising rates after losing money the first couple of years because of sicker than anticipated enrollees and not as many young, healthy customers. But the Department of Health and Human Services stresses most people will not feel the price hike.
For the 11 million in the marketplace, 85% of those folks actually have the tax credits or the subsidies that help them. And those subsidies are designed to move as premiums move. So for those folks, they will be insulated from those changes.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Mercedes-Benz is revealing its first luxury pickup truck. Mercedes showed off two concept cars called the X-Class at a presentation in Stockholm, Sweden on Tuesday. One, a green truck, was outfitted for off-road use. The other truck was more of a luxury high-end model with a wood-trimmed interior. Mercedes first announced plans for the pickup truck in March of 2015, but this is the first detailed look at the design. The vehicles are expected to go on sale late next year in Europe, Africa, South America, and Australia. They won't be available in the United States quite yet. And of course, too much of anything can be harmful, and according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, digital media exposure is no exception. Kim Hutcherson has more in today's Health Minute.
For any parent raising kids, getting them to put down their iPad or tablet is easier said than done. But according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, too much digital media exposure can be harmful and should be limited for kids of all ages. The Academy recently put out these new guidelines. For infants 18 months and younger, no screen time. Cutting out screen time for kids under 2 is not only important for their brain development, it can also create a healthier parent-child relationship. For children 2 to 5 years old, 1 hour per day. The Academy says screen time can be introduced to infants and toddlers, but what they're exposed to is critical. Shows like Sesame Street and PBS programming are suitable for kids at this age. And children 6 years and older, limit digital media. According to the Academy, parents should set the standards on digital media use for their kids and teens, prioritizing schoolwork, physical activity, social contact, and sleep before any screen time. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
Political pumpkins are the newest thing this autumn, and Halloween costumes take on a certain cell phone safety recall. Is smoking. That's coming up in today's Take a Look at This.
With Halloween just around the corner, it makes perfect sense that Wednesday is National Pumpkin Day. And what better way to celebrate than with a Trumpkin? One Ohio homeowner is ringing in the holiday, not to mention the impending election, with a porch full of politically charged gourds. There's Trumpkin, of course, but also his opponent, Hillary Clinton. And for good measure, Vladimir Putkins. The display's creator says, in fairness, both Trumpkin and Clintkins weigh about the same, but Putkins is heavier to represent Putin's heavy influence on the election. Topical. You too can be topical this Halloween. Just check out this homemade costume poking a little fun at Samsung's ongoing Galaxy Note 7 recall. The embattled tech giant had to pull millions of the phones from shelves following reported fire and explosion concerns, and one self-proclaimed Apple user decided to add insult to injury by pairing up his vaporizer with a bunch of Note 7 boxes and going viral to the tune of over 4 million views as a smoking Galaxy Note 7. Oh, and his fiancée is apparently dressing as a firefighter. Now you're just being mean. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Well, that's all of today's headlines. I'm Justin Gould for Fisher News Brief.